So now I'm going to be going over some more drawing tools, and more specifically, me talking about the tools kind of in this section. So just like in Illustrator, Illustrator was based completely on the pen tool. Like that's what's its most powerful tool. We also have the pen tool in here. So we have the pen tool, we have a freeform pen tool, add an anchor point, delete an anchor point, and convert an anchor point. All things that are very similar to Illustrator. We'll be talking about text. In here, we don't have as many text options as we do in Illustrator. And then also our your typical like stock shapes sort of stuff. And so, okay, let's start with the pen tool. So pen tool works in the exact same way. It's going to fill it in with a color that is our foreground. Now, if you want it to have an outline, there's a different way of going about it. Just because we have this color here, the color doesn't work the same as it does in Illustrator. And here, this is, in Photoshop, it's almost like holding two paintbrushes at the same time, like two colors in your hand, sort of. And the one I'm using right now is this purple one, and I kind of have my yellow as backup, right? Yep, I know, right? They did, but they won yesterday, so that's why I figured I'd do that. Okay, so I can click and create anchor points. I can change these to, I can delete one of these anchor points, just like so. I can convert the anchor point. Oops, if I click on that and click and drag that out so that I have handlebars that I can then adjust and make into the shape that I need. I can add an anchor point so that I can then grab my, so here we have the selection tools, just the same as you would. I take my direct selection tool to be able to adjust that out.
Anchor points.
So anchor points are common, are stuff that you guys know. So, sure. It just kind of turned out that way. Now let's finish them off here. Like, so here we have your standard. Yeah, there's. Oh, let me switch the colors once here. So here's something that is interesting to note. So see, I still have my purple on. I could undo that, and I could now draw my yellow.
It's still purple.
I don't know what. So, well, here's how you would change it. So every time that you draw a shape, whether it's with the pen tool or the shape tool, you'll notice that they come in as their own layer almost. And then for each of these, you can click on here to adjust the color of it, just like so. So there it is. And then here's my other shape. And so I can make, and now I can bring this, so say that I want to make this shape actually bigger. I would have to go into Edit Free Transform. Oops, I got the wrong shape selected. Sorry. Oh, double click. Get out of there. Let's go back to the I one. Edit Free Transform. The hotkey is Control T. So say I were to make that bigger. And I wanted to put that behind our Pac-Man, then I would just have to take that layer and drag it behind. So that's kind of how those things work. Now, let's also take a look at the type. So, oops, that is huge. Let me decrease. So up here is where you adjust the type. And so I can bring that down to 25. Pac-Man.
You spelled it wrong.
Is it just like that?
Yes.
Jeez. And then up here, I'd be able to double click and adjust the color. I can also use my eyedropper tool so that I can make sure and get the right color rather than just guessing. And I have it deselected. So anytime that you need to make an adjustment, you have to go back to the text tool and you have to do that. Now there's also word art options right here, and so I can make that be arced. I can make that, yeah, there we go. We'll stay with that one. And so, explore, and then we have just really basic, if you're going to be writing stuff, that involves like paragraph form, we have, left justified, centered, and right justified up here as well. And then all of your fonts are going to be right here. So that is how you do that. Now, I don't know what this is. Well, should we check it out? Okay, there's some more options with your characters. It's a shortcut to the panel of that. And there's our paragraph. So that's good to know. I didn't know that. Learn something new every day. Okay, so there are some of the basics between the pen tool and the selection path selection tools, the text and the shape tools. Test those out. I'm going to show you some more advanced things in my next demo.